fucking don't. Okay, I guess so. I want to talk about the stages of grief and like processing grief. Maybe this is helpful if you hear it from me, just because I'm a excuse me, woman. But some stuff might happen, like if you're in high school and you're transitioning into adulthood and you don't have cemented college plans and you're just trying to figure out how the fuck you're gonna do it, how you're going to get an apartment, how you're going to pay all your bills, how you're going to get a higher income, all the questions, right? These are questions that we all have. These are the things that we all fucking go through, but you will do it because you have to. But also don't gaslight the fact that it's hard and that like you are entitled to feel feelings about it. And I mean really angry feelings about it. Like it's okay to scream. It's okay to take a run around the lake. It's okay to like get out your aggression in productive ways. Like exercise is a productive way to get out your aggression and you'll get in shape. Okay. Like cooking your own meals is a good way to get out aggression. Taking neighborhood walks, talking to a friend that you trust, writing in a journal. These are all productive ways for you to get out aggression and your feelings. Unproductive ways are like just smoking weed or like, just going to hook up with a bunch of people or like, you know, drinking all your sorrows away without processing any feelings. Like, what I do, I drink to process my feelings because when I drink, I get more loose and then I just start talking more. I don't drink and then shut down. So some people like to use this term like, "Oh, I'm a social drinker," but then they're actually not social people. It's like I feel like I always hear weird people say that. It's like the people who like you'll be standing next to them and they won't say anything and they'll be like, "I'm a social drinker." It's like, but you're not social, so you being drunk just means that like you're with other people, but what the fuck does that mean? Like, so I don't know. Like, I don't know. You have to learn for yourself like what floats your boat, and maybe sometimes I don't know. I personally feel like smoking weed is a really awful way to take out your problems with society because like you just I feel like all the weed smokers I know are just non-productive. This is why I don't smoke. Also, like I feel like it physiologically I don't think I'm programmed for weed. I definitely know that my body, my genetics are programmed for cocaine, but I don't do that because like I'm just not trying to live that lifestyle. Like I'm really trying to stay on the like straight and narrow for my life. So I stick to legal drugs, which it's not even really drugs. Like I drink alcohol and I smoke cigarettes. So feel your feelings about that, but I do that. And I don't know. I think that I just think that we need to normalize like the healthy ways of feeling your feelings around sort of things that are uncomfortable. Like I don't know why it's like not normal to be single. Like that's a pretty normal like a lot of people are single, so like there's a whole podcast. Case Kenny has a podcast about like new mindset, who this about, getting to a point where you're healthy and you're able to be in a healthy relationship as a single person. Maybe I'll actually comment on Lillian's video and make sure that she knows about that podcast because that podcast really helped me. And like, I wish I would have found it way sooner. Like, oh my God, that podcast was like such a lifesaver. Mm. Also, I feel like my other device is almost charged because I want to watch Little Fires Everywhere so that I can make a reaction video so that Nagad can have something to pull from. But I did want to pop in and say that. Like exercise, journaling, talking to a friend are three really good things you can do right now to channel your feelings. Print out the feelings wheel and just start working through it. Just point to the feeling that you're feeling and just write about why you're feeling that. Even if you don't know, even if you don't have a good vocabulary, even if you've never gone to college, like whatever, it doesn't matter. Just start there. Just be like, well, I feel anger, or I feel confusion, or I feel despair, or whatever it is that you feel, and just feel that for a minute. Okay. And then just kind of like process it. Just like let yourself feel that. Like soak in the feeling. It's okay to feel loneliness or feel despair or regret, or if you're sad because you've been cheated on, if you're angry because you've been mistreated. All of those things, most of the time, they have nothing to do with you and everything to do with the other person. It's like another person who's just in a shitty position for whatever reason, and they have treated you bad. And we've all been there. Like, no matter how pretty you are, no matter how rich you are, no matter how educated you are, there's bound to be someone who's going to mistreat you. And you are going to have to process those feelings. And it's not about you. You didn't do anything wrong. It's just a normal part of the lived experience. If you're white, if you're black, if you're purple, if you're green, you're going to go through these experiences and it's not going to be pleasant. The pleasant ones I feel like have been thoroughly explored. Go listen to a Lizzo album and she will tell you all the positive feelings about being rich and happy being fat and all the shit, right? If you want to hear some real songs about like somebody who's really feeling their feelings, then go listen to Adele, who's another formerly fat person, but who will explain to you how shit really feels. Okay? Welcome to the other side of the pyramid from two fat bitches. Like, listen to both and make a decision, you know?